Hey Charity, so here are 5 different moves that I would try. They're all nerve glides for the shoulder, arm, forearm, fingers, and all that, that should work out. So the first 3, I'll use almost the exact same position. The only difference is the hand and wrist position. So to begin with, scapular depression and retraction as far as possible. Lock the elbow, so elbow extension. Re-depress the scapula, so really make sure that happens. Pull the fingernails towards the nose, wrist extension, then rotate the whole arm back. Make sure the rotation is coming from the shoulder, not just the forearm. So everything rotates back. Re-depress the scapula. You can tell how important that is. And then again, pull up. There should be feeling a little bit of tingling through the first 3 fingers in that position. If you got to go a little bit farther, tilt the head away, and you can even add a little bit of rotation down and away, and that should make a big stretch happen up here. It can sometimes trigger that tingle in those 3 fingers. So from the side, it'll look something like that. Really press down. And you might need to add a little bit of shoulder. Ooh, that makes it really intense. Shoulder abduction as well, just slightly, if they're not feeling it here, or even a little bit of shoulder extension, but it just kind of depends. So the default position is shoulder, elbow, back and down, head away. And we're going to use this same position from neck, shoulder, and elbow for the other ones as well. So we had median glide here, then we can do radial, so put the thumb inside the hand, make a fist, and then pull back. Same kind of thing for those main 3 joints, neck, shoulder, elbow. You can add a little bit of extension, maybe a little bit of abduction, just depending on what needs to be felt. But again, the hand is very important, so thumb in, fingers wrap around, and then ulnar deviation. So pull that pinky back, hold the position, and you should feel some nice tingling. That one's a little more in the bicep. Muscocutaneous distribution of the nerve is a little more in the bicep there. Then make sure you relax slow out of each of these because they can be intense sometimes. I don't know if the person you're dealing with might feel these more, they might feel them less, just depending on activation. The last one of this sort of arm series is the ulnar. So it starts off pretty similar from the first one we did, but then things get a little different. So you pull the elbow, or you bend the elbow up like you're carrying a tray, flat hand, lift the elbow more, take it to the outside, still scapular depression, head tilt away. And this one, you'll feel real tingly in your last 2 fingers, so pinky and ring. Feel that in a big way and relax slowly through that. All of these nerve glides can be quite intense, so you want to aim for like a level 3 to 5 at most out of 10 intensity. So just keep those in mind depending on how intensely your client might feel it. 2 more to look at, a little more targeted at the shoulder. Scapula depression. This one starts with the elbow up and then slowly, just let gravity pull that down. From here, you can play with scapular protraction and retraction. Most people feel it more in scapular retraction. You might need to support the elbow to get the internal rotation to really feel that. This one you'll almost definitely have to add the head tilt away. And they might feel it more in the neck at the beginning, but just give them a supported arm and hang out there for a while. I personally love this one. I could do this one all day, every day. And then finally, I'm gonna switch sides because that's a lot of load on that one side. Last one for the shoulder, again, scapular depression, super far retraction. A little bit of elbow flexion. You'll have to sort of play with this in the individual, but then rotation behind and maybe a little bit, again, depending, a little bit of shoulder adduction to bring it closer. You can floss this one by adding more shoulder extension and relaxing. This one will go through the shoulder in a big way. Make sure you don't lose posture. So as you're doing this, it's tempting to let that happen or let the whole body go back. Just feel that. If they still need to add a little bit more, you can add some rotation in here, again, coming from the shoulder, not from the forearm, but super slow. I'm kind of going fast because I know you know what you're doing here. But adding a little bit of rotation to pull your knuckles away from your butt, head tilt away, always going for tension level 3 to 5 out of 10, and then slowly relax. The slow relax is important because these nerves, just like it, I like to use the rubber band metaphor. What happens if you pull the rubber band all the way and then let it go quickly? It's gonna snap, it's gonna hit you, you're gonna get hurt. So don't let that happen. Relax slow out of all of these. So again, real quick, we got 1, we got 2, we got 3, we got 4, we got 5. Let me know how those work out. I hope they work.